Here we go.
Can I persuade you to join us for a drink? It's a tradition.
Here, here.
Jar Jar, homie, my main man, quickly. Before the Separatists attack, get into the escape pod.
Hey! This is escape, and we're the pod. Jesus!
Welcome back to Star Wars Escape Pod and the final episode for 2023, which is the holiday special commentary, version 2. We have done this before, believe it or not, and we are, believe it or not, doing it again. Why, you ask? No idea. I think Blake suggested we do this, and you guys were interested.
I was interested, yes.
You know, Kirk, you haven't made it your way through the whole thing before, so we're gonna get through this together, and we're just gonna have a good laugh. And I think a few of us have watched the recently released documentary on this entire production as well, so there might be a bit of background information. But for those of you at home, you can find this on YouTube, Star Wars The Holiday Special. All you do is hit play when we do. So we're just going to go around, introduce names in just a moment, and then we'll get going. So stay tuned, just a moment.
Another happy landing.
All right, welcome back. And we have in the escape pod in person, we got Calvin.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. And we got Dan.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I've never done anything like this before, where we're all sitting in the room together, about to watch a movie at the same time, and in sync with our buddy Kirk in Australia. Welcome back.
G'day, everybody. I'm a bit far away, but I'm still here.
Yes, and I hope this works because I've never done anything quite like this before. So, we'll fingers crossed. We also have Kyle on the way. So at some point, he's just going to pop in. You're going to hear his voice. And if those of you who've been listening to the show for any recent weeks, you might know Kyle's voice when you hear it. So, he's going to be here possibly, hopefully, fingers crossed. And for those of you who don't know, this is a commentary track. So, if you hear dead air and silence and stuff, that's completely normal. What's going to happen is we're all going to hit play at the same time, and then we're just going to talk over the movie and just have a good time. We got food on this end, so if you hear some munching, that's also normal.
We'll try not to do it directly into the microphone.
Yeah, we'll try not to do it into the microphone. Yeah. With that being said, I guess we can.
Are we doing a countdown, Josh?
We can do the countdown, but before we do, I got a quick little thing to play here. Let's take a listen.
Let me ask you something, and this is a question I've wanted to ask you for a while, and I've always restrained myself.
Yeah.
A Christmas special came out that was produced by George Lucas, in which all of the participants in Star Wars came together and they made this Star Wars Christmas special, and the tape's been passed around for years, and the rumors that Lucas is trying to suppress it.
It all started in 1978 when I let people make a Star Wars TV special without me.
The holiday special, I remember.
It came out so bad. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
George.
After all these years, Lucasfilm is still saying, Margaret, we shouldn't talk about that.
Do you remember making this Christmas special? No, you don't remember it?
Nobody is allowed to mention this.
It is so bad, it's not good.
You are about to see the worst half hour of television ever.
Star Wars. Star Wars is going to be on TV, and it's a new thing?
Oh, I see.
It's the Star Wars Holiday Special.
We popped it in, and my life was never the same.
Come on, Mala, let's see a little smile.
It will provide many years of fun.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
We rolled a doob.
A great disturbance in the Force.
I'm feeling very disturbed right now, Josh.
Yeah. So that's the opening minute to the what was it called? A disturbance in the Force. Yeah, that was the name of the documentary. So if anyone's interested, it just dropped. It's a recently released documentary on why the holiday special. And I think it's a question a lot of people ask, right? So this was like, it was enlightening to watch this thing.
It's worth watching. I learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
Dan was saying that George Lucas apparently is not so innocent in the creation of the holiday special.
He is semi-involved.
Just makes it
so
much worse.
They didn't make it without his knowledge or anything.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it was. He was not very involved very long. That's for sure. So. What we're going to do here is we're going to do a countdown from 3 and then we'll hit play and hopefully this all works well. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, play.
So one thing we learned in the documentary is that this cockpit was made out of cardboard.
So this wasn't the original cockpit?
No, they recreated it using cardboard.
I feel like I can tell now that you said that. That's really funny.
They couldn't even afford the original title crawl.
No. They couldn't afford the yellow. They ran out of colors. No.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's Barbie Luke.
So everyone looks the same apart from Luke.
Except for Luke, yeah.
He's so make-upped up.
Is that because he was in a car accident or something?
No, they said they had a theatrical makeup artist that's used to doing stuff for stage.
Right. No, not Chewbacca's family. Ugh.
So one of the biggest reasons why they made this show was they needed something in between Star Wars New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and they were afraid that people were going to forget about Star Wars because it had been so long.
Right.
So
make
they
it relevant
made this
again.
to try to put it in people's memories.
Mm-hmm.
So they put all these weird cameos in there so people would be like, oh, yeah, I like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Cameos is specifically cameos of people famous from the time.
Yeah.
You know? People famous on
Which
TV.
have nothing to do with the the actual
exactly.
content.
People on American TV variety shows and, you know, things like that. Comedy sketches. It's like if someone made a Star Wars special and threw like Jimmy Fallon in there, and
right,
you know, it's people would of today might know who the guy is and appreciate it, but you know, down the road not so much.
Not so much.
So is this canon?
Nope. Hell no.
The Life Day kind of is, and I don't know, is the Boba Fett part, the animated part, canon or
no? None of this is canon.
Okay.
But a lot of stuff has been kind of taken out, little Easter eggs and stuff, and used in the canon, like you know, Boba Fett and his staff and the Mandalorian and various other things.
You mean Chewbacca really doesn't have a family?
Oh no, just
Nightmare
all
Fuel.
the Wookiee sounds. So obnoxious.
I love how the interior is like 80s Art Deco inspired.
Yes.
Shag carpet. They were saying nowadays everything would be subtitled, but back then there was no subtitles. So that's why they just went with all Wookiee speak.
So let's talk about George Lucas's involvement with all of this, because already, you know, a lot of people might be confused. He was involved for approximately 12 hours. before
that was it.
12 hours. That was it. Before it was a 1-day meeting, the one shot, one and done, and then he it was paused, all right. And then he backed out of the project because he was busy with pre-production on Empire Strikes Back. So it was just he couldn't stick around to supervise this project at all.
So they made it too close to Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, and it's like what Dan was saying. Like the intention for making this thing in the first place was really to
prep people for Empire.
Yeah, so that they didn't forget, because back then, like now we just expect sequels to movies all the time, every year, every 6 months. Sometimes, they announce these movies like 8 years in advance, which is absolutely ridiculous, but they still do it.
Yeah,
and that wasn't the story back then. It's like movies didn't typically even get sequels back then. It was just sort of one and done, sort of you enjoy it. That was good. Let's move on to something else.
Oh, Kirk is pausing it.
Oh, Kirk keeps pausing it. Is it pausing for you, Kirk?
I keep freezing.
Or yours keeps freezing?
Yeah, so this was literally just like, hey, remember that thing that you watched that one time in theaters and you liked it? Here's more of it.
Pretty much, yeah. When it came to variety shows and holiday specials and such, it's one of those things that they never produced copies of this. So every version out there is a bootleg of a bootleg of a bootleg.
So it was just the luck of the draw that enough people recorded on VHS.
Yeah,
and that
pretty
it
much
exists today.
Pretty much.
And it'll never, ever go away now.
Yep, that's
now
right.
that it's become the cultural meme that it is, it's never going away.
Exactly.
Surely they'll put this on Disney Plus one day. I'll just admit to it existing.
They'll give us like the AI upscaled version of this.
They've released the
4K.
animated portion, correct? I think that's on Disney Plus.
They did actually, yeah. The animated Boba Fett short that's included with this, as well as the there's another section I think that's some other animated short I think that they put on.
Yeah. So far, it's actually all right. We're getting there.
It's just like, it's like 78% too long though. Like this whole scene could have been like 1 minute. I also love the idea that this Wookiee on this like this primitive like outer rim planet is playing with like a modern like rebellion fighter X-wing model, like as if he's ever heard of the rebellion, like wherever they live, in like a jungle planet, and you're like, oh, you're playing with the X-wing.
So some guy on YouTube did actually make a subtitled version with his own words.
No way.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
There's probably
Just translating it all.
Probably some jokes slipped in there, but
yeah. It's really funny. This is Chewbacca's dad or grandpa?
So is there genuinely no subtitles at all? It hasn't been lost or anything?
No, there's no official subtitles.
Somebody made some that like are said to be pretty accurate to what they work pretty well for what they do. You could find that on YouTube, I believe.
What the artist initially intended.
So what do we think is happening right now?
I think the young child is pestering his grandfather to help him set up this.
He's like, Grandpa, I want the
Turn
iPad.
the TV on.
Grandpa, I want my toy. Grandpa's name is Lumpy, isn't it?
Lumpy.
Or Itchy? Is it Itchy, or Lumpy? Itchy.
I think the son is Lumpy and the grandfather's Itchy.
Itchy and Lumpy?
Lumpy, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Lumpy's the kid. What kind of a name is Itchy?
Itchy. Do you think George came up with that name?
I hope not.
What do you think George's involvement was? Like 12 hours. That's a long time.
They said they found notes. Like it was pretty much all the Wookiee stuff was from him.
No.
And then everything else was from the other people. They found notes in Ralph McQuarrie's stuff that where he laid out a basic outline
for the Wookiees.
For the Wookiee.
So it's really important that they have a Cirque du Soleil like.
I don't know if it was that in depth, but he laid out the stuff about the life day, the holiday, and
right.
Yeah, the important lore bits that sort of make the base of why the story's happening. All of this stuff, though, I think was probably done without his.
It's just so long.
Involvement, yeah.
They actually brought in a big name costumer to do all the costumes, like for this section, and
well, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just out of context. It's like there's no reason for this.
Kids
so there's
like
not
circuses,
been a
right?
single line of dialogue.
Let's give the kids
this
a
whole
circus.
time.
Let's give them 22 minutes of it.
So the reason why we're seeing all of this stuff is it is sort of a trait of variety television. Maybe Dan, can you maybe fill us all in, us youngins, about variety TV?
Yeah, back in the day, you'd have variety shows, usually around the holidays, and they would bring on it was usually to advertise the popular actors at the time, and they'd come on and bring on different comedy acts or music acts, and this is a big thing back then.
Yeah, I think if you look at this as with that lens, it doesn't make a little bit more sense, right? It's okay, that's why there's all these random musical numbers slotted in.
And people loved them.
Yeah. Do we have anything like that now? I guess the closest would be late night shows where they have random celebrities on and interview them and stuff like that.
And they said for the variety portions, they brought in people that did variety shows that knew nothing about Star Wars. They just knew variety shows.
Right.
So they would write these things that don't fit the universe at all.
Right.
God, look at that computer.
This kind of reminds me of Disney's Space Hotel, where it kind of is Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars. Just how things look.
Well, the Star Tours before they bought Disney.
The recent one that shut down.
The Intergalactic Hotel or whatever it was.
Yeah, that looked like Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Oh, Mark Hamill.
It's like us on the call with Kirk. Dude, what is with that makeup?
It's horrifying.
That's horrendous.
Even his hair seems off.
Wearing a wig or something.
He looks like a better Ken than Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he looks like Ryan Gosling from Barbie or something. They just painted those eyebrows right on.
Does Luke understand Wookiee?
I guess he does now. I don't know.
Does he in Empire or Return of the Jedi? I don't ever remember him.
I don't think so.
No, it's a picture. His eyeliner's just too much.
He's afraid of your makeup. He doesn't want to come.
I think a lot of that is probably due to the fact that all of this crew as well. This crew is not a Lucasfilm crew. This was a CBS variety TV crew.
Yeah, and they're lighting him like it's on live television, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that they just did what they do because that's what they do for a living, right? But they weren't treating this like a feature film or anything like that. So
because if you hadn't seen the character of Luke before, you probably wouldn't be that bothered by it, right? It's the problem is that we know what Luke's character should look like.
Yeah, that's not it.
Not that.
This is what happens when you do too many death sticks and you have to conceal your face.
Yeah, 100%.
No, please, I don't want to see a smile.
Don't
Don't
do
smile.
it.
Please don't smile. Ugh.
I think we need somebody cosplaying as Luke from the show. Just take on the makeup,
Yes.
wear a bad wig, the eyeliner.
That's a really good costume.
I wonder if the 501st has like a set of guidelines for that. Yeah. Oh, you want to be Luke? Which one? Like Holiday Special, A New Hope, Empire?
Here's a spatula. Here's like a bucket of makeup. They actually made action figures for Chewbacca's family, but they obviously never released it. They made prototypes because they thought like, oh, if this was big, we could sell these, and it just never happened.
Wow. Mala and get your Mala and Itchy action figures.
Yeah, look how long everything's taking. Like,
I
it's
know.
like they're just
it's
trying to fill
paced.
space.
It totally. I think just paced so slowly. Also, is this the first appearance of glasses in the Star Wars universe? Does any character ever wear glasses in the Star Wars universe? I know that what's her face, the weird one in the orange lady and the orange like alien person in episode 7.
Maz, yeah.
Maz, yeah, she wears kind of glasses, but like, and others characters wear goggles, but I don't think anyone wears spectacles.
This is also the first time you see Imperials without a British accent.
Right.
Right. That's because most of the Imperials that they were working with on A New Hope were actually
Like
English.
like theater actors.
Well, they were actually British. Like
Right,
the only
yeah.
American actors
Pinewood
they had
Studios.
were just the main trio. Was
Mhm.
Harrison, Carey, and Mark. Those are the only people that they could bring into the country from the American cast, because England at the time they had strict standards, and they said, okay, if you're going to film here, you gotta hire mostly British actors. So pretty much their entire crew, like all the rebels, all the Imperials, everybody, all British people. And that's why Ewan McGregor's uncle plays what's his face? Is it Wedge or?
Yeah, Wedge.
Yeah, Wedge. Yeah, Ewan McGregor's Uncle Wedge.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, because this was an American production, now all of a sudden everyone's American accent.
Right.
Fuck.
So is that Chewbacca on like Skype calling this guy right now?
Yeah.
Because like his face is definitely off. It's his nose protrudes more than what it does in the films.
Do you think I wonder if they like reused any of the masks? Like they didn't have enough and they like used Chewie's for one of the other characters.
It's so skeevy.
It almost sounds like he's trying to be German.
He should have been twirling his mustache while he said it.
Yeah.
I am evil.
I'll take it.
So what was this guy doing in this guy's shop? Or was this his home? Or he just appeared there?
He's just stealing stuff.
Ah, right.
That's the same shot from the beginning, right?
Yeah, I think it must be. It's got to be.
Also, that guy
His
just
lips aren't even
completely
moving.
dubbed. This is probably a deleted scene from
Yeah.
A New Hope, right? Fully, that was just a deleted scene, guarantee, and they just redubbed it.
Probably.
Did you notice that there was a bunch of mouse droids like in a train of mouse droids?
Something nice about bootleg copies is all of the original commercials from back in the day are in this like sort of version, right?
It's a time capsule.
So this is not canon as well.
Nope.
So being the oldest one here, this came out in 79. I was born in 74, so I guess I was about 5 when this came out. And I never knew that this existed until like I was an adult.
Your parents are like, we are not telling
I never watched this on TV, and I would have been all about it. Like
your parents were like, they probably watched it and they're like, no.
And back then we only had like 3 channels, so
Right.
there's no way they didn't know about it. I'm surprised we didn't watch it.
Yeah, that is funny.
I feel like it was aired once and then never came to the light of day again
It was
until like the 90s.
They said they were hoping it would be like an annual thing. They could air it every Christmas, but George Lucas buried it after it came out.
For good riddance, eh?
His 12 hours of involvement wasn't enough.
Isn't there also a Lego holiday special?
There is.
Is that one any good, or is it also cursed?
They certainly make their quips about the original holiday special in the Lego one.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty
Bit of
good
meta humor.
for what it is. It's what it, you know.
Dan, did you ever have the trail tracker?
No. That was kind of cool looking.
TVs back in the day, you just like couldn't tell what was a painting, and
Yeah, it's just like a basic like balsa wood.
Mhm.
It was a tiny screen. It was far
Who
across the
cares?
room.
Yeah, who cares?
I wonder what year the actual films first started airing on television.
That's a good question. Did you ever watch?
Oh yeah,
on TV.
Oh yeah,
They're
all the
aired?
time.
Yeah.
But I don't remember when it would first air. But it was a big deal, like when it would play them. Because that was before, like especially before VHS. Like that was the only way you could watch it.
In the documentary, they said this person here is a fairly famous drag act from back in the day.
Oh,
He was popular on Carol Burnett's show, and he would always dress up as women on there and do these kind of characters.
And now he's dressed up as an alien.
Yeah.
He looks a little bit like the evil stepmother from Cinderella.
Right, definitely.
With that big, like, kind of heart-shaped hair.
Yeah.
Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
These costumes just remind me of episode 6 in season 3 of The Mandalorian, Jack Black's planet.
Yeah, this character would totally fit in on that. I like how the only scene with Mala is involving like her cooking.
Cooking. Yeah. So they expect people to learn how to cook by watching this part? Because isn't that traditionally the point of variety shows? Like you're like, oh, I picked up some good techniques. Like, what are you learning from this?
Yeah.
It's all gibberish.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's a good point. It's all just like space food.
Ah, the can of ransom root, right?
We'll just swap that out with ginger.
I like how she's cooking in a bucket.
Yeah.
Like, is that sanitary?
Yeah, it's literally like a horse trough.
Yeah.
They pulled that off the set of Little House on the Prairie or something.
Yeah, that was next door.
Yeah.
Are we past where you originally saw Kirk, or have you seen this before?
Oh no, we're past it.
Okay.
I think I had to skip. I skipped when Luke took the death sticks.
Yeah.
This is when it gets good.
Neutrogena commercial. Is her hair falling apart?
Yeah,
because
definitely.
it's bad makeup,
No,
or because they planned for it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is part of the act.
Part of the act.
Yeah, is this supposed to be funny or is it?
It's supposed to be kind of silly, yeah. Just like these.
Actually, this person would be great in the capital of the Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Totally. Yeah. Mala, you only have 2 hands, loser. You can never make this dish.
How much of Mala's hair ends up in the dish as well?
Gross. Yeah.
Ugh.
Just
Imagine
chewing on
eating a
Wookiee
meal
hair.
that Wookiee prepared for you. It's just full of like thick dog hair.
So I got the definition of a variety show here because, you know, like you say, Kelvin, like I think maybe on an actual non-Star Wars variety show, it would actually be a segment where you learn how to cook something. Right?
Yeah, you learn how to make eggs or something.
Right. So here's the full definition. So a variety show, also known as a variety arts or variety entertainment, is entertainment made up of a variety of acts, including musical performances, sketch comedy, magic, acrobatics, juggling, and ventriloquism. It is normally introduced by a compeer, is it? A master of ceremonies or host. The variety format made its way from the Victorian era stage in Britain and America to radio and then television. Variety shows were a staple of English language television from the late 1940s into the 1980s. So for today's generations, this is a lost media form. You know, I never grew up with this sort of thing.
I'm really looking forward to the ventriloquist act. Although I feel like we already have that with literally everything the Wookiees say.
Right.
If anybody's seen the Muppet Show, that's probably the closest to a variety show that the younger generations would be aware of.
Right. These scenes are always so funny because it's so clearly obvious which shots were just reused from the other movie, and then which are like as soon as it cuts to a version of like how they're lit now, it's just like so much lower quality.
I love how Harrison Ford is just giving it his all. Like this is a pretty decent performance,
right?
It just looks so budget.
Yeah.
There's a good documentary on Harrison Ford that came out on Disney Plus recently. If anyone's seen that,
is it just about his career and his life?
It's about mostly about Indiana Jones. It's called Indiana Jones and Harrison Ford or something like that. It was quite good.
Another American British officer. Until further notice.
Until further notice.
Run, Lumpy, run.
Lumpy, go hide.
Itchy got this.
I got it. Stupid kids. Shut that kid up.
That underbite is crazy, man.
It's wild. You need some dentist work.
Yep.
Yeah, so it wasn't Chewie before, it was somebody else.
No, somebody
I
else.
thought the mask was off, yeah.
Maybe it was Mala.
Mala.
So blurry, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. You all look the same. I can only tell by the underbite.
Yeah.
Ah, the proton pack. Sweet.
Thank God. We're saved.
Is this the same guy with the glasses from earlier? Okay.
Apparently he doesn't need the glasses anymore.
No.
If I made it, Chewie and Han will. Meanwhile, he just like lives next door.
He also doesn't need to button up his shirt either.
They're like literally
outrunning the Empire.
They're literally outrunning 2 Star Destroyers right now. He's like, oh, I walked down the street and I made it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think anyone like watched this when it came out and had like those warm, fuzzy Christmas feelings inside? Do you think anyone was like, oh, that was such a great Christmas movie? Or do you think literally everyone was like, burn this?
Well, because the date that it came out was actually around American Thanksgiving, so like that's sort of
a little early.
Even though it's called the holiday special, and there's a bit of sort of Christmas element, I guess, to
so it's more
a
about
holiday special.
more
It's
about
actually
Thanksgiving.
originally more and more about Thanksgiving. Yeah, so
There's just that now we call the holidays more Christmas.
right, exactly. Up here in Canada, especially, I think when people say Happy Holidays or something,
They don't
it's
mean Thanksgiving
Normally,
here. Yeah.
It's normally Christmas. Yeah, yeah. But it's confusing though, because I mean the kid just got a gift, so it's like,
Right.
okay, is it Christmas or is it Thanksgiving? Like, what is it?
Right.
But it's Life Day. I think it's like a mix of both. You know?
Right. Nah, you got some Lego.
I would love to read the original script for this.
Yeah.
Just like
it's just all
Wookiee
speak.
make just like 3 pages. It just has like 2 words like Wookiee noises.
Oh my gosh!
It's
this
just
is
all
the most,
descriptions. Oh no, this is the porn, right?
Yep, this is the most awkward thing ever.
This is the Wookiee porn.
It was originally supposed to be Cher, and then Cher couldn't do it because she had some other.
The way he explains it, he's like, well, can't really explain it, but happy Life Day.
Here, come here, Gramps. You gotta check this out. It's like, wow, you know,
you're gonna enjoy this.
So
wait, isn't this supposed to be some like Wookiee kid?
No, this is the grandpa.
That's the grandpa.
This is the grandpa going into his like VR.
Going into his VR
right.
headset. Yeah, this is what he's seeing.
This is when the drugs kick in.
Yeah.
Too many death sticks.
So this machine is it's a bit like a VR, I guess, but it's more like kind of like a daydream sort of machine, and you get to live your greatest, your deepest fantasies or something. That's
like
basically
hooks into
what
his
it's for.
nervous system, and
Yeah, it actually connects to his brain.
Yeah,
gross.
Exactly.
So we're gonna see what is inside of Scrunchy's brain.
Yeah.
What part of the variety show does this fall under?
Probably for all the males at home, I guess. Like I don't really know. That's the most random part about it, though, right? Like,
yeah, it's like, who's this for?
I'm confident that George Lucas did not even make it through this whole thing.
He's probably never even watched it all. Yeah, you're right.
Oh dear.
I can feel my creation. What is that?
Oh, here we go.
I like how he's just in the middle of the living room too.
Yeah,
watching this.
he's just like so turned on. He's like in the middle of the living room
These
with his
Wookiees,
family all around.
they have open sexual proclivities
No
amongst all their
boundaries.
family.
No, don't have a good time. The close up of his like underbite, slobbery chin.
Oh, it's glitching.
The best part.
yeah. So bad.
Experience me.
Experience me.
She's like not even saying anything. Moment. It's a moment. And right now is a moment. I'm here. You're here.
It's like a bad perfume commercial.
Yeah, totally.
So what's weirder, this or like the tentacle monster in Rogue One? Because they're the closest two things to
Tentacle monster. I can't remember the tentacle monster.
Oh, you mean in Force Awakens when they're on the freighter?
No, in Rogue One, where like the octopus thing had to reach into the mind of the pilot.
Right, in the prison.
Yeah, like it's the closest thing we've gotten to some tentacle weirdness in Star Wars. I guess that's canon.
I would say this is worse because that was more like, a torture thing.
But we'll give it
You've joined us for the best part of the movie.
Oh, exactly.
Kyle is here, everybody.
I just made it.
He just didn't want to miss the scene.
That's right.
Kyle, have you seen this before?
I saw it once when I was a kid.
Okay.
And all I remember is that Chewie has a family.
That's all you need to know. This is Grandpa's fantasy.
Did this scene awaken you when you watched it as a kid?
I did remember the white-haired lady, so yeah.
You came running up the stairs in quite a huff.
I was,
I can't miss it.
I had to park so far down, and then I was like, there's one right next to your door. I did bring something for everyone.
Oh, very nice.
Kyle brought some festive drinks for us all.
There you go.
Festive Life Day drinks here.
Lovely. I cannot believe this scene is still going on.
Awesome.
Thanks, Kyle.
Very welcome. Very welcome.
Do the lyrics have anything to do with Star Wars? Like, I can't really hear what
she said.
she's saying.
This minute now is what she said. So no. Is she someone famous, do you think? Like at the time, is she someone that people would have known? I'm okay for now.
I believe this was a... I'm trying to remember what her name was. It was originally supposed to be Cher, and then...
so it's like Cher.
That was actually supposed to be Cher?
Originally.
For this?
But she had scheduling conflict. So I want to say Warren David? No.
It's This
It's
Minute
not
Now
Diana
is sung
Ross.
by Diane Carroll.
Dan Carroll.
This is just George Lucas' second choice to share. That's enough to know.
So Diane
And
Carroll.
on and on.
So Diane Carroll was an American actress, singer, model, and activist. Carroll was recipient of numerous stage and screen nominations and awards, including her Tony Award in 1962, Golden Globe Award in 1968, and 5 Emmy Award nominations, including 1 for the Star Wars Holiday Special.
No,
Wait,
she was not nominated.
No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
You had me, Kirk.
Dude, you had me too.
It would have been hard to bury this if it was nominated for anything.
I should have kept that running.
She also received an Emmy for her musical number in the holiday special, or Grammy, or whatever it's
This
called.
minute now.
Wow.
I'm gonna hit the applause.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that long of a performance.
I wonder if there are any hardcore fans and like waiting for this to come out, and then they were sitting down as a family and they watched this to absolute disappointment.
Oh yeah. Well, in the documentary, they actually there's a lot of people who expressed a lot of nostalgia for this particular special and said it was beloved as when they were a child. They really enjoyed it.
Wow.
Because back then it was the only other Star Wars that they had, other than Star Wars.
Right. Shut up, 3PO. I want to tie up the channels.
At least they didn't cake the makeup on Carrie Fisher as much as Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher looks pretty similar.
Just the eyeliner, I think, is the biggest noticeable difference.
Fondak.
I like how you see a keyhole next to the screen. Like, we never see any keys really in Star Wars, do we?
No, it's all wireless technology, and like those little pegs that the Imperials carry around with them on their jacket. They're like pens almost, right?
Yeah. Wookiee hookies.
Wookiee hookies. All right.
Oh dear.
Those sound fantastic.
So Kyle, have you seen this before? I forget if you said.
Yeah, just once when I was like really young.
Was it a bootlegged version or was it like live?
All I remember is that it was my uncle up in Newfoundland that had this, and he showed it to me. It was my Uncle Ren.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, oh, you know, I'm watching this. This again was, you know, the only Star Wars that was really out at the time. So I must have been blown away at the time, but you know, the lure as you got older, this is
the magic is worn off.
Yeah. Okay, that I remember.
I've seen that so many times in GIFs. Yeah. That little lumpy shot.
Yeah. It's just absolutely horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Oh no. Oh. Well, for sure they were going to be reunited for Life Day.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But will they be reunited for the Life Day special?
So yeah, another beautiful commercial break. We got to see some vintage commercials.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, the world has definitely changed from that show.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Lego Star Wars Life Day that just came out?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we're just
and they
talking
brought
about
back his family.
Did they really?
Yeah,
they did?
yeah,
I haven't seen that.
If they ever release an actual Lego set with those figures, and that would be
like the actual set with like the like the
be
round and the shag carpet,
Totally.
and the stairs and everything. Yeah,
they could charge so much for that and say like, okay, we're only gonna make this once.
Yeah,
you know, like
the holidays.
If they did that, those little pieces, I mean, like I would see them at San Diego Comic-Con behind glass,
lumpy,
some
Mala.
dude standing there,
Imagine like a Life Day version of Luke, like a minifigure of like Luke with the eyeliner, the extra eyeliner. Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I don't remember Luke, so I can't wait to see this eyeliner.
Yeah,
I think it comes in at the end, right?
Yeah, I think he shows up again. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very telling at the time. It's like, okay, I'm understanding why the show exists the way that it does.
Yeah.
You see the
when you see everything else
of the
around
landscape,
it.
at the time.
It just makes me realize, like, these people that watched Star Wars in theaters, how much of their mind would have been blown.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Well, the fact that Star Wars stands the test of time, like that's just how well the costuming, the art direction, everything worked.
Well, because this is the entertainment that they were used to. They were accustomed to this, and then they see that, they're like, what?
And a lot of the special effects were created, from there. So seeing all this stuff, that'd blow your mind.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. A Snoopy phone? Come on. It's got dial.
Intense.
Yep.
Those look like turtles.
Just like big ones.
Kirk, you guys get turtles in Australia?
Look, the ones that are alive and walking around, but not what those things are.
No chocolate turtles?
No chocolate turtles. Ah, the stormtroopers.
We're here on behalf of the Empire.
At least they actually got stormtrooper costumes.
Yeah, that's true. This guy is such a jerk.
Would have been funny if they showed up when Grandpa was still strapped to the chair.
Excuse me, sir. Remove the headset.
Yes, 2 Wookiees, a man, and what is that one doing in the chair?
Let me join in.
But where's the 4th?
Points the gun straight in his face.
Oh, goodness.
It is kind of weird seeing Wookiees that are basically just the size of regular people.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they were
true.
so nimble.
It's just like your orb keys. Just passing them out like candy. Very handy. Keep all your identification in one place.
Could have made a reference.
That's an accessory I need. And here's my license.
The leather identification holder from the Star Wars special. Is he German or British?
I think he's trying to figure that out.
What planet are they on?
Kashyyyk?
Kashyyyk, yeah.
The Wookiee homeworld.
Very different from how we saw it in episode 3.
Audio from Chewie.
Say again, Kirk?
I think I just copied all of Chewie's audio as well, because it all sounds
definitely
very familiar.
Yeah, there's lots of it's just reused for sure.
Yeah.
This stormtrooper
Right
just
to the
wants to
face
shoot
again.
somebody. Blast his head off.
So dumb.
I always thought it was so weird that all of a sudden they just try to start entertaining the Imperials while they're just chilling. Like, what are they even waiting for?
I don't know. I don't know why they're even here. Oh, is this the magic part? That was the magic, right? You said a variety show has to have magic.
Yeah.
He's doing some sleight of hand.
Oh, maybe.
Is he literally just putting on the iPad for him to watch?
I think so.
Pretty much.
Watch
Like,
more
here.
dancers.
So here, watch Cocomelon.
Imagine if this had product placement. Oh, it's the Pepsi can that comes up.
Yeah. Oh, Dan, what band did they say this was?
This is Jefferson Starship.
Yes.
They're like, you have the word Starship in your band. Do you want to be on the show?
They picked them because they had a song on their album called Hyperspace.
Ah, of course. Is this hyperspace?
No,
or-
it's not.
Oh, no, okay. All right.
And they said they had no idea like
What
what
it was
they were
even
doing.
for.
They're like they just showed up. They had a bunch of random wardrobe stuff to like just put stuff together and make it look like alienish or futuristic. And for them, it was just basically a paid gig.
Sure. And now we get to watch the entire concert. Oh, he's got the keytar. Sick, dude.
He's just
Guy's
doing
really into it.
He's like, this is the best day at
This is
work
the best
ever.
YouTube I've ever seen.
Did ILM do the VFX for this?
I have no clue.
Do they talk about that in the documentary?
No, actually, they didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't ILM.
Yeah.
Someone had to add those sprites.
This is how Empire looked so good. They practiced here.
Yeah. Yeah, got all the bad ideas out.
So these guys were sent into a costume room before they shot and just said, "Hey, just dress yourselves up in the most weird
No
spacey looking
direction
clothes
at all.
Oh yeah,
No vision.
no vision.
Nope,
Just
no.
go and find something that you think works in Star Wars. Like, all right, which is
It just looks
one
like
move.
80s guitarist uniforms, to be
Yeah,
honest.
pretty
I
much.
can't really see much.
That's probably all they had.
The guy wearing like the dog collar.
Just add glow to anything.
Yeah.
That's what the
That's how you make it look sci-fi.
yeah.
You should have been playing with like little lightsaber drumsticks.
Or
Now
they could
that's
have at
an
least
idea,
made them
actually.
They could have at least made the band be like dressed as Biff or something.
You know, at least comparable to that frog fish lady thing in that one. At least this, you know, this music's a lot better.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Why didn't the Huts have this?
This would have been way better.
Yeah.
Come on, Max Rebo band, you got nothing.
Oh, that guy's wearing glasses too. Another glasses. in
The
Star
only
Wars
the only two
universe.
people in the entire Star Wars universe who wear glasses are in the holiday special.
I feel like, okay, Jon Favreau, he loves the holiday special so much, by the way. And like, I'm just waiting for this band to like show up again, you know, like in one of his shows, just like on
Yeah.
a monitor somewhere
Yeah.
in the background.
Totally.
Are they still around, this band? Like, they must be
No,
too
no.
old to.
They're they're not performing as a band anymore.
Yeah.
This guy's just jiving, hey?
But the singer was in a documentary.
That's right. Yeah.
They quit after they won multiple awards for this performance. They couldn't get any higher in life.
Yeah. They quit when they got their Grammy and they're like, no, we're out. I wonder if there's like archive footage or something of these guys that they could just clean up and just use again somewhere. That would be kind of a funny Easter egg.
Or like, do you think this band ever performed this song around this time or afterwards? Where people
No,
would
this
recognize it from
watch this be a one-off.
Oh, it's the Mickey ears. Look at that. It was foretold.
Everything is happening.
Proceeding as planned.
Proceeding as I have foreseen it.
Mickey was in the background planning this the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like,
This guy's like, what? It's ending. No way. I want more.
Put it on again. Look at his face.
He's like smiling.
Wasn't this guy wearing gloves?
I think he threw him in the garbage. He didn't explain what they're looking for. He's just like, they came and watched a concert, and he's like, okay, the concert's over. Our work is finished here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, I'm out, guys. Yeah.
This stormtrooper's so trigger
Blaster in
happy.
his face.
Yeah. He literally just said he was done. Stormtrooper hates
It's like
him.
the 4th or 5th time.
Don't forget about these protective cases.
Hey, you just chucked a Wookiee. One arm.
He's holding that blaster all wrong.
Yeah. I love how this guy has like a cool badass scar from
That's how you know he's evil.
from like shaving one time.
Yeah.
Do you don't know where I got this scar?
Oh, there's the GIF again.
I've gone too far and seen too much.
Do you see this scar?
You want to know how I got these scars?
Here's Batman.
He's gonna play Pong now.
Yeah, what's he doing now?
Simon Says.
It's that little. I forget.
Wait, is this the animation?
Oh, this is probably Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Sounds like Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Which can only be found
Oh
in
my
the Twilight
God.
Zone.
So this was animated by Novana, like it's a Canadian animation house who actually did the droids and the Ewoks
In Ontario,
animated
right?
series in Ontario.
Yeah.
So because of this, they got
that's
the same
pretty
work
cool.
for the other Star Wars animated shows.
Yeah. Did you watch droids or Ewoks
yeah.
growing up? Yeah.
Yep.
Kyle, did you watch?
Oh, Ewoks? Heck yeah. That was one that me and my sister used to love.
That guy looks like Dr. Eggplant.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's cool that they got the original voice actors though.
Yeah.
Even though all the characters look nothing like characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a famous artist named Moebius that they were emulating for this. So they basically were trying to imitate his style.
Right.
So for anyone who's wondering, like, this animated short is available on Disney Plus, and probably in better quality if you just want to watch that one segment. But
I have to ask the question then: is it canon?
no, actually, they listed any non-canon stuff with sort of like a Star Wars vintage badge on Disney Plus, so they made sure to like make it look different.
No way.
Yeah.
That's that white border that they put on it. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
haven't noticed.
there's a great scene in the documentary where Jon Favreau's talking to George Lucas, and he's like, "Did you notice that I put the rifle from this into the Mandalorian?" And George Lucas just gives him this look like, I can't believe you're even bringing up the holiday special.
Yeah.
And Jon Favreau was so proud of himself. He's like,
Yeah.
put this in. Why is Luke flying a Y-wing?
That's a good question, actually. Yeah. Maybe so that 3PO can also ride in there, I guess.
Oh yeah. Maybe it's just because they wanted to sell like the Y-wing toys.
I'm pretty sure that's not canon. The front end popping off like that.
Actually, the Lego ship does that. I think it's I believe that that design actually is very familiar. We've never seen it happen in like the movies and stuff, but I think in the resource books, that's
It
like
actually
a thing.
does.
Yeah.
Does the toy do that?
I don't know if the Kenner toy does or not.
This I remember. This part right here, Boba Fett riding the big dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
This is the introduction of Boba Fett. This is the first time people were introduced to the character.
There's the gun that shows up in Mandalorian. This is like the most dialogue Boba Fett has in anything. Until the book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he had too much dialogue. I like how C-3PO can blink in this show.
Or at least until Attack of the Clones came out.
Oh, right.
Dad, Tonway's here.
Tonway is here.
Oh, it is in Star Wars Vintage. I just found it.
Yeah. What does it say under the description for this thing?
I'm trying to find it because the title's not clear. As okay, after Luke Skywalker and Han Solo succumbed to a suspicious sleeping virus, does that sound right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chewbacca hunts a cure with help from an unlikely ally, the bounty hunter Boba Fett. Chewie's Wookiee instincts warn him that all is not what it seems. The rare animated short features the voice of the original Star Wars cast.
It is still the most interesting part of the entire holiday
It's
special.
like the only part that I'm like,
Yeah.
Wait, the cure's just in a store?
Well, because this actually feels like Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite the neck on Vader.
Wait, so this guy's watching an episode of an animation of something that appears in universe?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, he's literally watching a story about his dad, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like, it's his
like
dad
a TV
there.
show, an animated TV show about his dad.
So does that mean Luke could then watch that show?
He could watch that show and learn like in-universe details about Boba Fett.
This is
who
like
he's going to encounter
Spaceballs.
in the future.
With this is what's happening now? No, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Crystal ball.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
What is this commercial?
Plymouth car factory. Back when cars were made in the States.
Plymouth, GM. That was a lot. A lot of commercials in this one.
General Motors, the
Oh.
perfect vehicle for any Wookiee.
Oh, it's another GM.
They must have sponsored the show.
Yeah. That's the most awkward bite I've ever seen. Like super slow motion, just zoomed right in.
The director's like, slower, no, slower. Like a human.
It's like they didn't actually film this in slow motion. They just shot it really slowly.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie. It's like dun dun dun.
Don't eat it, no.
Yeah. How's that cinematography for you, Kirk?
Spectacular.
The 70s. It was a simpler time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those are some
70s,
big
80s.
biscuits. So here's a fun Australian fact. I think in Canada and the States, it's called Burger King. Well, all the Burger Kings here in Australia are called Hungry Jacks.
Serious?
Really?
Yeah.
Hungry Jack.
Yep. The same logo and everything, but it's just Hungry Jacks.
That's
Wow.
interesting.
What?
Well, that's not quite true.
Wow.
It's just like,
Yeah,
like
that's yeah.
Express News Flash or something.
Yeah.
Here's this fun, children-friendly holiday special and bombs.
There's something
I'll
for
kill
everyone.
kids.
Yeah.
What the heck?
How much less graphics
kind
there
of
are
news?
in the news segments at those times. It was just like a
Yeah.
rectangle behind her with like one image.
People aren't getting it on.
Yeah.
They're shoveling.
Shoveling snow.
Look, more variety shows.
This is like another more variety shows. Man.
What?
Kind of sounds like Star Wars music.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. That's a cool movie, not gonna lie.
I'm actually going to watch that.
It's quite the cast.
Yeah.
Dude, what a bargain.
Oh my God.
So cheap.
$100 down? I'm down.
Okay.
Apparently, Wookiee numbers are the same as our numbers.
Yeah. Is it like forbidden
Oh,
or
and he's
something?
going right back.
It's forbidden to look at the future in this
Yeah.
universe.
He's like, he doesn't want to show him his cartoon or something. Sounds like James Earl Jones too.
They said at the beginning
Yeah.
that it was his
Yeah.
voice.
Oh, cool.
Hey, here's a question. Is the voice of Boba Fett the same voice that did Boba Fett then in the movies? I mean, he only had like 2 words, but
That's a good question. I
Don't know.
Jeremy Bullock.
don't know. Jeremy Bullock? Yeah, he's the guy who played him initially.
Jesus, Han Solo looks like he's just had a
Oh my
stroke.
God.
Where are his eyes?
This is looks like a mix between Count Dooku and the Clone Wars and Han Solo struggling to live.
Yeah.
What's the matter with Han Solo?
It's weird that C-3PO's blinking.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. So. So if this was canon at the time, that would explain why Han Solo knew who Boba Fett was at the Sarlacc pit, right? He was like, Boba Fett. Like they all knew who Boba Fett was.
Well, they all saw him on.
But they never.
Bespin.
His name is never mentioned, right?
They like saw him at the dinner table at Bespin. You know when
I know they've seen
stuff?
him, but they're like he's not introduced.
No,
he's just like
but
a guy standing there.
I think it's also just like a reputation thing. You know, people just know
Maybe,
who he is.
yeah.
But
I think my headcanon from now on is that this was their first
Yeah,
encounter.
this is their first
and then when they
encounter.
saw him in Bespin, they're like, holy shit, that's Boba Fett.
yeah, exactly.
Chewbacca walks into that room on Bespin and smells him. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
I smell you.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a bantha.
It's just trash in this kid's room, hey?
Yeah. It's like, what do they think this
It's
kid's
like, what is
having?
this, a toy?
Plushy bantha.
These are not legal.
That thing's huge.
Gonna rip it open.
Let's kill the stupid toy. Oh, dude. No, not the bantha.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That was just mean.
What a jerk.
Oh, man.
Ruin the kid's toy. Let's go.
Oh, man. So in universe time, they've been here for what, like an hour? Maybe half an hour.
Forever.
Or it's been in
Like, I
real
watched
life.
that whole
In real
Jefferson
life, it's
Starship
been like 40
concert.
minutes, right? And literally all they've done is gone upstairs and trashed the kid's room and come back downstairs.
And watch the music video.
All they've done for their their official business is they went upstairs for like 30 seconds, trashed the kid's room, killed a bantha, and then came back downstairs.
Yeah. Did you just catch what he said?
No.
He's like, you might want to go clean your room.
Salt in the wound. You stupid kid, go clean up your Christmas presents.
Them just bullying this kid.
This is worse than blowing up Alderaan. Like, this is real evil.
Yeah. Oh, dude. No. It's so evil. Dude, this kid. Oh, that's so sad.
It's like he killed his pet.
Yeah. Oh.
My favorite toy.
That's so sad.
No.
I officially hate the Empire.
He's putting its corpse in his bed.
No.
Gonna tuck it in.
Lumpy.
Oh, so sad.
He kissed it.
He kissed it. Really tugging on the
I'm gonna
heartstrings here.
get them back.
He's got his fist like.
I want to see a spin-off of Lumpy just like wreaking havoc.
Getting
on the Empire.
revenge, just murdering the
just
guy's
ripping all
family.
their heads off.
This entire
Lumpy,
event
a
just
Star Wars story.
turns him into
This
a
is
sociopath.
for life.
Lumpy. Who said that Lumpy a Star Wars story? Oh my gosh.
I want to see a scarred up adult Lumpy. Like, just all like the most badass Wookiee.
With like a belt of shrunken heads.
These are my war trophies.
Stormtrooper heads.
He comes out after the Empire can't get defeated. He's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's not blinking.
No.
He's a robot.
Well, there you
Yes. It's like a Radio Shack computer special.
Wait, is he a robot?
I think so.
I think he's a robot. Wait, why is he scratching his butt? What is he doing?
He's malfunctioning.
Trying to find the off switch.
Yeah.
So now we're teaching computer repair.
What?
Gotta do the chicken dance.
Oh, yes. I never thought of storing my tools in plastic bags.
That's future aid Ziploc, though.
Ah, yes.
I think this is the same guy that was in that cooking segment, right? He's just out of drag now.
Oh, maybe.
He's the one actor in the whole Star Wars universe.
Now, kids, shove this screwdriver into your throat.
What's doing? Why?
What?
What?
What was that?
I do not remember this. What is the reason for the tape being degraded? Like, what's the story reason? Like a rainbow.
Yeah.
Like a rainbow.
Is he gone?
Imagine he just literally lists all the colors.
I guess this is equivalent to watching YouTube, a tutorial on how to fix something.
To get to the point, guy.
Right?
I'm just trying to figure out what is this contributing? Like him being like drunk or tired. Is it supposed to be funny? Is that what it is? Comedy?
I don't know. It's a bit confusing. That's
I don't
like
understand.
an instruction manual for like his
And
toy.
then, like, is he a robot or is he like? Is it the tape that's broken?
Yeah.
Is he an alien?
The Telesonic Commander.
The Telesonic Commander. Oh my goodness.
Check your control module. Isn't it beautiful?
That thing would be fun for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
No way, dude. Back in those days? Come on.
The toe war.
He could do donuts.
This Luke's makeup artist. This was the problem. They were trying to make Luke look like her.
That would have been better than what they ended up with.
This is another car commercial.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
General Motors.
Just so much eagle.
There's such a buildup.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, appliances. Is it Maytag? Whirlpool.
Whirlpool? What?
Didn't even show the appliances at all.
You need this hot tub. It'll save the Eagles.
But what does it look like? So I'm gonna be honest. All this stuff with Lumpy's such a drag.
They're still in this house.
What do they need to do?
Isn't there other houses for them to check?
They already trashed his whole house. What are they gonna do next?
Oh, this sounds like a riveting.
Hey, I've seen that shot before. This is all deleted scenes, right?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
There's no way they went back to Tunis
Not
to
a
film for
chance.
this.
No way. That could have been an insert.
There's my Star Wars music.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 100%. These are all just the monsters that they didn't use in the cut of A New Hope.
He's like, hey, look at that one.
Yeah.
So you do see in the documentary that they did actually bring out all the costumes from the cantina to use for the show.
Oh, interesting. So they actually built the set again?
Similar. I don't think
It
this
looks
is
like-
exactly.
yeah.
It's like a cheaper knockoff version.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the people who don't fit in.
Is that B. Arthur?
It is.
Oh my God.
Golden Girls.
Wait, is this going to be like a soap opera about Mos Eisley? Is it like Bachelor in Star Wars?
So
Why does he look like an Oblivion NPC?
Oh, this came up in the documentary. Him
Yeah.
like pouring some liquid into.
That's how he drinks, I guess.
Yeah.
Trailman. For some reason, I just find his like head mouth really disturbing. The fact
Like,
that
is it always open?
the fact, yeah, is he just always having his mouth wide open? Imagine he's like, "Give me a kiss." He turns his head towards her.
Thing takes her like whole nose and mouth.
There's like a whole row of teeth in there. Ugh.
This guy looks like it could be from that. What's that movie, The Dark Horse or something, with the guy that puppeted Yoda?
Oh yeah.
What's it called?
Oh, Dark Crystal?
Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal. That's right. I don't know. It just gives me that look.
Yeah.
What's he grabbing there?
Does she not have a bouncer?
Has this guy got a nose extension?
His nose is gigantic.
You must. This is an interesting variation of the Cantina band.
Just pour it right on in.
Ew, I hate it. Ew. Ugh.
Oh.
That sound is so weird, too.
It's like toilet.
It sounds, yeah, like you're pouring it down a drain.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Crush.
You're not special. She says it to everyone.
Those were the 6 words. Oh. Oh, ew,
It
ew,
is
ew,
open.
ew. No, cover that. I
That's
don't want to see
weird.
that
Yeah.
mouth. I don't want to see your
poor
mouth
guy.
head hole.
Why are they all
were-
watching this?
They were all standing there watching.
Forget
was that in
Andor,
the
now
show?
I can
Was that-
empathize with the Empire.
Was that in the world of the show, like the episode they were watching, or was that in the real world? Because the announcement came on first in the real world, and then it came on the episode, and now we're back inside this episode they're watching.
Yeah.
Oh no! Let's give me another musical number, isn't there?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No, no, no.
Her stipulation
kidding
for
me? That's what
coming
I've
on
been
the
waiting
show.
for.
Her stipulation was she had to sing a number. That was the only reason why she did this.
Right.
No one's listening to her. It's like throw some food in her face.
You know, the Empire was bad in all the other movies and in Andor, but like now I'm really angry. They closed down this party.
Oh yeah.
And they killed a bantha.
To close down the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Oh god, how dare they?
They didn't.
And he just turns.
Is that Greedo?
Might be.
Oh, wait,
It
no,
might
he's
be
dead. He's dead at this point.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
just
he?
He
another
should be
rodeo.
dead, but I think that's probably the same costume.
Definitely.
Everybody's still like just chilling in this bar though.
What's all the
Whipped
awkward
out
like
DL-44.
yeah. So many awkward gun holds. You know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't she already say that?
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Same song again.
Oh, you're not going to be forgotten in my dreams.
Wow, she's a really light pour.
Imagine the casting call for this. Be in a Star Wars movie or something, and then all these people rock up. They're really excited.
Yeah.
You have to sing.
Now known as one of the worst pieces of television history.
Mhm.
Who wrote the original Cantina band? Was that John Williams?
No, it couldn't. No.
Don't. It must be.
Yeah, I think the original.
Really?
Yeah, the original Cantina Band is John Williams. Is that a mouse?
Is that?
So they said in the documentary, this rat costume came from another classic horror film called Food for the Gods, which is actually a pretty good movie.
I just slotted it in there.
I totally missed that.
Wow.
It's about like there's this chemical or something that spills on this island, and then like anything that eats it grows super large. So there's this giant
rats.
like rats show up, and that was one of the costumes.
Okay. Yes, it was John Williams.
I'm actually really worried that now every time I hear Cantina Band, I'm also going to hear "Say goodbye, friend."
Yeah, yeah, the actual lyrics to the song.
That's gonna eat its way into my brain. One more drink, friend.
Finger dancing.
Well, Greedo-looking character's got some interesting spaghetti hands.
Yep.
Yep.
How could the Empire shut down this party?
It's turned into a bar mitzvah.
You know when you go to the cantina at the Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland?
Yeah.
They should randomly just play this song every now and then.
Yeah. Like at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Start playing the song.
There you go.
Yeah.
They'll clear out the bar.
Yeah. People will leave.
They're all just being tricked to like go outside with their glasses.
The conga line.
Gonna slam the door behind them. Oh, they're taking.
Oh,
the
he's
glasses.
actually taking the glasses.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow, they thought of everything, hey?
Yeah.
I'm really invested in this character. I want to know what happens next.
So this family holiday special promotes porn and now drinking.
She's acting like they'd like shut down her livelihood. They just said there's a curfew.
Yeah.
It's like
They'll be back the next morning.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
tomorrow. It'll be business as usual.
There's just no genuine anything to the emotion that's throughout this entire
melodrama.
feature.
Yeah.
Like she should be happy. She gets to go home early.
Right. Goodbye.
I like how we never really saw doors anywhere in Star Wars, did we?
There was sliding doors, right? They never like swinging doors.
Right.
They didn't have the budget for the special effects, I guess. These guys were watching that entire thing. Slowest transition.
Yeah, it's like incredibly rare when we see swinging doors in Star Wars.
Like, that's enough TV for you guys. Return to base. We didn't send you there to watch variety shows. But wait, one more show first.
They established that like an hour ago.
Literally an hour of real world time.
This is head command. Just checking in. You killed all the kids' toys and what's the TV and got into some porn. Yeah, over.
Roger that, sir. We just finished the Say Goodbye Now special. Wait, don't they like kill this guy or something? Doesn't he die?
Yeah, he's got one of the funniest deaths in
Hold on,
like all of Star Wars, I think.
I'm pretty sure this guy dies. I just vaguely remember this part.
It was Lumpy all along.
Oh, is he gonna kill Lumpy? No! I must know. Not lumpy.
Cliffhanger.
Not lumpy.
Yeah, if you blink at the wrong moment, I actually just turned here. I'm like, oh, is this part of the holiday special? I just missed that. I just missed like the credit swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no part of this would not fit in.
But like due to the like nature of the variety of the holiday special, you know, at first, yeah, it's almost you can almost buy. It's like, oh yeah, that's part of it, you know.
Yeah. What were they called? Wookie Ookies?
Wookie Ookies, yeah.
Pass me one of those Wookie Ookies.
I don't think he ever got his Wookie Ookie. We never saw it.
No, I don't think so.
All right, I've got a fun fact about the Wookiee suits in the holiday special.
Okay.
So the Wookiee suits were made on a 1/10 budget compared to the feature film. 1/10 budget, much more cheaply than Chewbacca's, for example, which made them functional death traps. The actors could only be inside the suits for 20 minutes at a time before overheating, running out of oxygen, needing fluids, and in most cases, oxygen.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. 1/10. That's
Something about the editing of this holiday special, though, as well, is they mentioned it in the documentary, was the people who were supposed to put this whole thing together had to leave the project. One by one, all the Lucasfilm people left, you know, until there was just variety show CBS people involved in making a Star Wars product. And then even those people started to head out the door. And the director who took over from the previous director, who was once affiliated with Lucasfilm, also had to leave for another project.
Oh, no.
And there was 2 people put in charge of the editing of this entire thing that had never edited anything in their life.
What?
And we're not talking like, hey, jump on Adobe Premiere and just like put some cuts in there. No, like this is all analog.
You've never done it. Yeah.
It was a husband-wife team who
Wow.
had never done it before.
Yeah.
They're like,
That
here you go.
That is crazy. And that's why it's paced so weirdly.
Yeah.
They just left everything in.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's probably why like the dubbing for that guy was also so bad.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
there was no way to smoothly, you know, do this stuff, right?
Goodness.
Also, the opening of the holiday Star Wars special features a roll call where each character is introduced along with the actors portraying them, including Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher. All of them get shout-outs, but when it comes to time to introduce everyone's favorite droid, the narrator says R2-D2 as R2-D2. And in fact, Kenny Baker was in the costume the whole time.
Oh, no.
No way.
Poor Kenny Baker.
No,
No
way.
love.
He always gets snubbed, hey.
That's sad. R2-D2 as R2-D2.
Oh, and actually, to answer my Wookiee question I had before, I thought they just reused noises. Apparently not. They recorded over an hour of specific Wookiee grunts for this holiday special.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like there's definitely some that they reused, though. There were so many that sounded so familiar.
Now we return to our feature presentation.
Oh, no.
All that's going through this guy's head is like, I missed a toy. Give me that, kid.
No! No! You're right.
The one working toy.
No.
Can't I have anything?
He's just losing it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Chewie could totally take this guy.
Oh, Chewie's there now.
What?
That's his son, right?
Oh, this is
Yeah.
the best. This is the best right here.
Oh, my gun.
He trips on his gun.
What?
He just fakes him off the balcony.
Oh my god.
You know how far that
He
dropped
tripped
him?
over a log.
Yeah.
That's a pretty weak railing, too.
Oh
like
my
that railing's
God. Yeah.
not going to protect anybody.
Especially for Wookiee size.
Yeah.
This is too good.
That's why
kid
the Empire
trips.
was there. They're doing an
There goes the
OHS checkup.
They're like, this railing's not built to code.
It's like so bad.
How are they going to explain when that stormtrooper doesn't return back to base? Like, oh, he just fell off.
Look, there was a log. He tripped. Look at how weak this thing is.
I love how he's talking like nothing happened. You know, it's just like, yeah, it's just one guy just like fell off the house.
All they gotta do is leave stuff laying around on the outside walkway, and they'll just all trip and die.
A lot of troopers in the area. They're,
that's right. They mentioned
watching
the
some
one I just
hollow
killed.
vids next door.
The weird looks between Mala and Han Solo.
Yeah, yeah. A little weird.
Watch out for that railing.
He trips on the gun on his way out.
Yeah. Wow. Did he like throat choke?
Yeah, that's why did he grab him by his throat?
Around his neck. Ooh, careful, buddy.
Yeah, just throw it down with him. Here you go.
You forgot this.
Oh, there's another sliding door. No.
It's gonna be
Chewie doesn't look too bad.
5 minutes of this, and everybody's got to guess.
So in the Star Wars Aftermath book trilogy, I believe they did canonize Chewie's family, Lumpy and Mala, at least. I believe Itchy was left out of the mix, but Lumpy and Mala, I think are
They actually kept the name Lumpy.
re-canonized. Yeah, they
So
kept
They couldn't come up with a better name.
Yeah, they kept the names all right.
She's like, oh my God, he's back.
Time to go put on the headset.
Yeah.
Like, Grandpa, go watch your porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sleazy old guy. Look at that. He's just the underbite does not help, you know.
No.
No.
It's time to go make another Lumpy.
Yeah. Why is he back again?
No.
Oh, no.
Not another show. Oh, he's got his identification carrier. Perfect.
Oh, that was easy.
They're gonna come there and find his body.
Yeah, just at the bottom of the tree.
Yeah. I like how they were so nice to him then, but when he was in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
Get some John Williams music in here finally.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Just a hint of it in there.
So in summary, we've had a kid whose toys and room has been ransacked. We've
It's
got
really
a grandpa that's
interesting.
obsessed with space porn.
I was gonna say it's really interesting. He said, "May the force be with you," because this is way after all that stuff. The fact that basically a civilian's saying it, you know, like what Luke's the only dude out there right now.
Right. Yeah, like he shouldn't know about that. You're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Star Wars Marvel did a Life Day one-shot story not too long ago. I think it was. It was either not too long ago or last year. And it was just called Life Day. Life Day issue 1, and it featured Chewie with the holding one of these snow globes on the cover, I think, and I don't really know what they do.
They summon the powers of Life Day.
It's a bunch of snow globes.
To do that.
That was a weird transition.
Yep.
Like, here's a glass with condensation.
So they said in the documentary, at this point of the show, they completely ran out of budget. So they just told the crew to go out and buy all the candles they could find, and they just set up the stage with like candles everywhere and put everybody in robes. That way they don't have to worry about costumes.
Right.
It's all just to save money.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, they're only wearing the masks.
So you're saying like they were like moments away from a masterpiece, and this is just what ruined it.
If only they hadn't run out of money. Oh man, I totally thought that was.
Yeah, there's no real transition between.
I completely was like, oh, I guess they're going to the hospital now.
Yeah. So this is the last commercial break, and then there's one more section after
it's
that.
the big musical number, right?
Yeah, it's another musical number, but it's actually probably the best one of them all.
Yeah, we won't spoil it for you.
How many candles were there? They said a number, didn't
It
they?
was like every candle in LA.
Yeah, some crazy. It was like over 1,000 candles or something.
They said it took hours to light them all.
Yeah. I reckon George Lucas was heavily involved with this.
Slower, less intense.
I think he needs to come back out of retirement and do a special edition of the holiday special.
Yeah.
Only $1.30.
They're saying all these commercials are now like kind of iconic because they've been bootlegged with the entire holiday special for decades now. That it's just been part of the
experience. The watching experience.
Yeah, it's part of the event, you know.
Right. That's really funny.
Perfect for Life Day. You ate too many Wookies?
Wookies, yeah.
Grab these pantyhoses.
Is someone smashing all your toys? Replace them with these new pantyhose. Only $1.99 a pair. Yeah, this is it. This is the one what we've been waiting for.
Here. It's all led up to this moment.
Look at that.
So you're saying these people were all just people without costumes wearing cloaks and candles?
Just the masks and the cloaks.
masks.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of fog machines.
Yeah.
That's why they look so skinny.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can tell he's not wearing anything underneath that. Look at him.
Yeah, there's no bulk anymore.
Yeah.
He's wearing like slippers. He's so skinny. It's just like a floating head. There's Kenny Baker.
Okay, take a look at his eyeliner. I thought he was... What? I thought he left.
Yeah, he came back.
I just can't imagine what this on-set experience would have been for this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Tree of
The
life.
tree of life.
Is that actually Carrie Fisher singing?
It
Yep.
is.
It is?
Yep.
She's actually not bad.
I mean, her mom's a singer.
Yeah, she's got good technique. It's just not the right tone for the universe.
Look at that eyeshadow
Yeah.
on Mark. Eh?
Look, they're working in the John Williams score into it.
Yeah.
Sadly, there's more John Williams music in this one special than it is in all the shows that come out.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true, actually. Man, this holiday special wrote lyrics for the main Star Wars theme and the Cantina Band song. Like,
That's right.
crazy.
She's really like weirdly hugging Chewbacca and like rubbing his
Yeah.
stomach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check out these abs.
Yeah.
From all those Wookiee Wookiees.
Yeah.
And then they
I got
got
the
the
throne
Oh wait,
room
are they
as
bringing
well.
back this? Did somebody get an award?
This is when Chewbacca gets his medal.
Yeah, it just feels so incongruous. Like it's like
You know, if you put other music over this,
They
it just
haven't-
looks like a weird cult gathering.
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Chewbacca's mugshot. He's stoned.
wait, are they literally just gonna show us parts of the other movie?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Look, it's like the most clear.
Look at the
part
quality
of the whole-
difference.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
quality difference is crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
hey.
look at that.
Even the stop motion.
Oh yeah.
Let's just show a bunch of cool Star Wars stuff at the end of this. to
From the
make-
movie that you didn't get to
Yeah,
watch.
from the movie that you did like.
Hey,
What do
remember
you think
this?
They filmed the holiday special on versus the movies.
They're like, we're gonna make sure that when you're done watching this, you just think of the thing that you actually liked, and not what you just saw.
Say again, Kirk.
Like, wonder what they actually filmed the holiday special on versus like what tech back then versus.
Yeah, like the
Versus
the
which?
cameras, right?
Oh, you mean the
yeah.
cameras? Yeah, well, because
TV
they
cameras,
they
yeah.
would have shot it on like TV, like broadcast cameras.
Yeah,
It wasn't
like
film.
Film, yeah.
Well,
But
those
it-
broadcast, they weren't digital back then. They were all still film, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were
Or they
tape.
were digital.
They would have been tape instead of film, right?
Yeah.
That's why it looks so bad.
It would have been like directly to like SD tape versus like film.
Yeah. Then we get another commercial again. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's it.
No, but you said
then
this is
credits.
part of the experience. We have
Yeah,
to
we gotta
watch
watch
the,
this.
We'll just let this play out.
the commercials are part of it.
Let's let this play out.
Because there's nothing better to end the show on
Then, like,
baby
some
smells,
commercials.
poop
Yeah,
smells.
Yeah.
It's like that classic, someone sets their DVR or whatever. Oh, hey.
Oh, there you go. Kenner commercial.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, dang. They need to make another one of these in the Hasbro Black Series action figures. I'm surprised that they haven't.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, actually.
That was really cool.
Good commercial.
Okay, man.
Good for you, bro.
Cool story, dude. Wow, taste is the best way to know if you like a wine.
Oh, it's still going? Yeah.
Oh, you bet it is.
It's still going.
The gift that keeps on giving. Josh, looking at your tree, I think you need a Life Day Life Globe.
I totally
at the top
do.
Of your tree.
You know what? I think, can't you buy them at Galaxy's Edge?
Oh, I'm sure. They did say they have merch at, even though George Lucas wants to ignore this, they do have Life Day merch at Disneyland.
It's like a weird amount of it too. Like it's like more than I would have expected, at least when I was
Wait,
there.
are
I was
they
like,
praying?
wow.
They're
That's
bowing their heads to pray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they praying to the Force?
Maybe
Or do
the
they have, like, a
Warsher
Wookiee
tree
god?
or
Is there,
something.
like a Wookiee god?
The Tree of Life.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Tree of Life.
The
Right.
Tree of Life, yeah.
And here's our second matte painting at nighttime.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go.
Mala.
Mala was
Mickey.
played by a guy.
There's the credits. Yeah, I guess so.
Itchy.
That
Jack,
makes it-
Jack Raider. Jack Raider. The Wazen Troop.
And until the prequels, this is the only time we've seen the Wookiee planet.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at that thing going, if that stormtrooper stole all that stuff, and where's he going to run to?
Yeah.
That's a long ladder down.
Yeah.
So
These credits could be replaced with the victims list.
Actually,
Right.
Well, I think wasn't there was a mention in the documentary that George wanted his name
Taken off, yeah.
Taken off, yeah.
Oh, Ralph McQuarrie's still on there. Ben Burt.
Yeah, Ben Burt did some sounds, yeah.
I'm just shocked that when the stormtrooper fell off the tree, they didn't do the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Just silence.
It just fits so much better though, like how awkward it is.
Yeah. There's no sound from the impact or the punch. It's
Yeah,
just
The funny thing, yeah, I like how Solo's like, he just goes to the right, and then he goes to the left, and then he goes to the right, and the guy just falls off the thing.
Yeah. Trips over a log and smashes.
It's like the
through that
choreography of that was, spot on.
fan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's it.
Well, I think this is the third time I've seen this, and I gotta say, this has been the best time I've seen this.
That's awesome.
It was more fun with other people.
It was very enjoyable.
Yeah, that was it's like I honestly could not watch this by myself.
No.
Like
Yeah.
I'd be turning it off just like you, Kirk. 2 minutes in, like nope, hard pass.
That was the second time watching it, and there were still so many things that I was like just absolutely just appalled at.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Wait, this is here as well?
Oh man, okay. Well, that's it, everybody. That's the last episode of the year. And
cheers.
Cheers, yeah. Cheers. It's so bad, man. The holiday special's not great. How many Pablo points and poodoos, really quick?
How many what?
Kick us off, Calvin.
What's the
How many
question?
Pablo points and poodoos? So 3 Pablo poodoos is the absolute worst of the worst. Moving up from there, you got 2 Pablo poodoos, 1 Pablo poodoo, and then a bendu. A bendu is like 50%. And then you got Pablo points. 1 Pablo point, 2 Pablo points, and then 3 Pablo points. 3 is being the best of the best of the best.
This rating system is difficult. I'm gonna say it's just 3 of the worst, whatever that
3
is.
poodoos?
3
3
poodoos
Pablo
for me.
poodoos, all right.
Yes.
I've never given a poodoo before. I will give this a 1 poodoo only because it should be 3, but because it's so entertaining how bad it is, and because of the animated portion is actually okay, I give it a 1 poodoo.
Fair enough. All right. I think I've given it 3 in my head before, but since we're doing this for the second time, never scored it again under the poodoo system. So I'm gonna give it 2 poodoos. That animated feature for 1978 is not bad.
It's fun. Yeah.
Not bad. That's I think the only thing that kind of bumps it up for me. What about you, Kyle?
I'm giving it a 2, and that is because of the nostalgia of it. Even the commercials in there and everything like that. Like, look, I'm 42, man. Like, a lot of that stuff is really nice to kind of see again.
Yeah.
You go, oh, that's what the world was like before cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the actual thing, I enjoy the nostalgia of it also. But I mean, come on, at the end they show you all those really cool parts. It makes you just gotta go, okay, I'll give you a little extra.
Yeah.
I'll fall for it.
Yeah.
Kirk, what about you, man?
I'm gonna give this one 2 Pablo points. Not points, sorry. Pablo Produce. Pablo Produce. Yeah, we'll high rise in there for a second. I think the animation saved most of it. Gave it that extra point, but yeah, not enough.
Amazing.
Not enough.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for coming back on and for sitting through the holiday special with me. And we will catch you all in the new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All right. And for those of you tuning in who've joined us this past year, thank you so much for being part of our audience. Look forward to many great episodes in the future. Check all those links down below. And may the force be with you.